After we wet our whistle on Saturday, we get three more playoff games on Sunday. I'm Rob Stats Guerrero from the Pro Football Insiders. Let's talk about it. We start with a fantastic quarterback matchup. Bills, Jaguars, Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence. The eyes of the NFL world are going to be on this one. And every other AFC team is going to be watching this one as well, because they're going to be saying, wait, one of these great quarterbacks is going to be out after this one and we won't have to worry about it. That's going to be fascinating to watch if you're an AFC team. You've got no Patrick Mahomes, no Lamar Jackson in the playoffs, no Joe Burrow in the playoffs. And now, after the wild card round, either Josh Allen or Trevor Lawrence, both of whom are playing great, one of those guys is going to be eliminated too. Every other AFC team is going to be saying, this is our year. So it's going to be fascinating to watch this one. Josh Allen has taken some criticism. Once again, he was phenomenal this year. 39 total touchdowns for Josh Allen. He had 3 times as many touchdowns as turnovers this year. That sounds intimidating if you're Jacksonville, right? Well, guess what? In the playoffs, Josh Allen is even better in his career. In 13 playoff games, Josh Allen has more than 5 times as many touchdowns as turnovers. I know he hasn't beaten the Chiefs. I get all that. He has played at an unbelievable level, elevating his MVP level play from the regular season to the playoffs. When the Bills have lost, it has not been Josh Allen's fault. We'll get to that more in a little bit later. Trevor Lawrence for Jacksonville has been playing great as well. Career year for Trevor Lawrence in many ways. A lot of people say he finally got a competent coach in Liam Cohen, and look what he is doing. Jacksonville feels like this is finally their year where their golden boy, the prince that was promised, has put it all together. We'll see if he can do that against the Bills. And one other thing, Sean McDermott may be on thin ice here if the Bills lose again. He's 7-7 in his playoff career, and his defenses, more often than not, when the Bills have lost, it's because Sean McDermott's defenses have let them down. Now, I know a lot of times he was facing Patrick Mahomes, but guess what? In the regular season, McDermott's defenses were great against Patrick Mahomes. So it's not like he can't do it. A lot of people feel like he's been the issue in the playoffs. If they lose, does Buffalo make a change? John Harbaugh is out there. Mike McDaniel is out there. Who wouldn't like to see Mike McDaniel with Josh Allen, right? Just saying, keep an eye on the coaching status in Buffalo, but that one is going to be a lot of fun. The second playoff game of the day, Niners traveling to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. This one to me is like the Marvel universe. On the one hand, you've got the 49ers like Captain America. Oh, they're beaten. They're battered. I could do this all day, right? That's the 49ers. Somehow they are finding a way to continue to win games despite losing Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Brock Purdy for part of the year, George Kittle for part of the year, Ricky Pearsall for part of the year. They have been figuring it out, but this is a different test. This is a different animal in the Philadelphia Eagles, specifically their defense, because they're like Thanos grabbing the Infinity Gauntlet. I'll do it myself. They don't care about the offensive struggles in Philly. The defense is good enough. They're going to carry this team, and they have been doing it all year long. Remember, 2 games this year, the Eagles did not complete a pass in the second half, and they won both of those games, one of which was actually against Josh Allen, believe it or not. This Eagles defense is good enough to get the job done on their own. Niners offense is very banged up. If Ricky Pearsall can't play in this game, I don't know how the Niners are going to move the ball because they don't have any wide receivers that can separate. And oh, by the way, Philadelphia has not 1, but 2 cornerbacks who are all pros. And Vic Fangio driving that bus. So if Kyle Shanahan pulls off this upset, it's one of his greatest playoff wins of all time. Finally, the nightcap. You've got the Chargers and the Patriots. And this one is all about the quarterbacks. You have 2 quarterbacks in very different places. On the one hand, you have Drake May, who's had an MVP type of season. This is his first go around. We've got to see what he's going to do in the playoffs. If he doesn't have a good game, people will say, okay, hell of a season, Drake May. Good job. Patriots are going to be good for a while. On the flip side, you've got Justin Herbert. He is like looking ahead in time to Drake May. Because when you have your first playoff year and if it doesn't go well, people say, okay, Justin Herbert's been in the playoffs. He's been in the playoffs multiple times. And the last time we saw Justin Herbert in the playoffs, he was throwing 4 interceptions and getting spanked by the Houston Texans. The patience has run out with Herbert. People want to see success. They want to see wins. They want to see playoff wins. He hasn't gotten a playoff win in his career. Nobody, you could argue, is under more pressure than Justin Herbert in these playoffs. And by the way, as a non-Patriot fan, as a non-Charger fan, I thought we all sort of agreed New England was supposed to stink now, right? They had their time with Tom Brady, they had their era. Now we thought, okay, we can forget about them for a little while. Nope, here we are. They're right back with an MVP candidate quarterback. Time is a flat circle, apparently. But that one's going to be a lot of fun. I'm kind of pulling for Justin Herbert a little bit. I feel bad. I think he's really good, but everybody has always pointed to why hasn't he won more? And at some point, that has to be a fair criticism. We'll see if Justin Herbert can get it done against the New England Patriots.